Anyway, as I was saying, this is Keith Courage in Alpha Zone. Yes, it was the pack-in. It was made by Hudson. It was in 1989, A Simpler Time. Apparently it has something to do with Sunrise R, NOS, and TV. And this is Keith Courage.
Hello, Keith.
He has a quite awful jump and a quite awful attack.
And he's not very well dressed either.
No. Apparently this is Rockstone.
So, what do you say to that?
I don't know. I don't know the story of Keith Courage. Oh,
he doesn't make weapons. He just looks for them and sells them to you.
yes. And here's Nurse Nancy.
It's like a Chinese knockoff of Roll.
Can you pay? We'll say yes. No? Alright. Oh, here we go. To get Nova Force, we should jump up when we get to the hut, okay? So we have our first gameplay tip.
Okay. Oh, okay. And chat was saying this was the pack-in game.
Yep, yeah, this came with your TurboGrafx. This was the competition to Altered Beast for the Genesis and Super Mario World for Super Nintendo.
Oh boy.
Am I wrong on that? That came with SNES, right?
SNES had a different number of packs. They had the one with the turbo scope, and that came with the shooting game. And then I think they had another one that just came with the Super Mario World.
I see.
And then they had one later that came with Super Mario All-Stars.
That's right, that's right. Anyway, so the rainbow transforms Keith Courage into Nova Force, I think. Who controls a lot better, I will give him that. So this is Keith Courage in Alpha Zone again, I guess? I don't really know what to say, yeah. You'll notice
like a knockoff. Everything in this game looks like a knockoff.
Yeah.
This looks like knockoff Gundam.
These skulls attack really badly. The revolver guys look kind of interesting, I guess.
Well, they're funny.
There's something. The red spikes can kill you in one hit, as you might expect.
So why would you put it there?
You might notice I got a 3, which replaced my 1, which I still have 0 of.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Is this an educational game?
I guess so. I don't know what these enemies are. I don't quite know what I'm doing. I don't know who Keith is fighting. I don't know why he's fighting it.
I don't know why they would put the instant kill spikes in the wall. Oh, okay, there you go. Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right? There's like weird sprite placements of things. It doesn't seem like they thought through a lot of it. There's a lot of
And it looks like you're not even taking damage when you get hit.
Because I played a little of this, you know, I am, except that, like, the meter isn't really representative of it, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense. It's like, I really have, like, 12 hit points. It's just I only have 3 hearts to represent, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of thing. Oh, now I have 2.
Right, so when you get hit a certain number of times, then a heart will disappear.
Yeah. Some of these hearts, I think, increase your max HP. Yeah, like that.
But they look the same as all the others.
Yeah. So maybe I'm not increasing my max HP, but it's just the same problem as the like where it's not showing. I don't know.
Oh, wow. And now you've got these Eldritch horrors in your cute little kid's Japanese robot game.
Yeah. This
Everything is just, it's so inconsistent.
It really seems like, you know what I mean? Like not a fan game, but like, you know, like so amateur, you know? Well, that's stage 1.
Oh, and now we're back to cute anime land.
Yeah, and again, I want to stress how bad Keith jumps. You know? But anyway,
Like, as kind of a side note to developers, if you've got a mechanic where you change from one form to the other, don't make the other form just bad and then the other form kind of okay. Like, make them both good in some way.
Welcome to the reverse zone, by the by.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah. She offered to heal us for 400 coins. Which
we haven't gotten a single coin yet.
No, we got one. We got one that was worth 50 coins earlier.
Didn't we start the game with that?
No, we started with 0.
Okay.
But now the bolt bombs have also increased in size. Or its price, rather, you know. So, unfortunately...
Well, we've got numbers. Maybe we can pay with numbers?
We do have numbers. We want the Brave Sword, right? But it's 300 gold, so... He said we could come back for it. So...
Is the sword brave, or will it make us brave?
It's a Brave Sword.
Okay.
The good news is there is grinding.
Oh, the good news.
Oh.
Right.
I fell.
The bad news is that game over.
That's game
What?
over. But there is continuing.
Oh, continue. Okay.
Yes. Notice, though, it halves your coins.
It also gave you a gray heart.
Hey, yeah, it did. What the... I don't know what that's about, actually.
Is that a spirit heart?
like in Isaac?
Yeah.
God, imagine if Isaac stole things from this game. Alright, so we're gonna buy the Brave Sword, okay? So, let's take a look at our current sprite sword, okay?
Wait, doesn't everything die in one hit anyway?
Well, let's see here. Yes, I'll buy it. No, wait. Huh? No, jerk. Other button.
You accidentally didn't buy it.
Yes, I want it. Alright, that's the only sprite. Like, there's no animation for him or anything?
He's just constantly got his mouth hanging open.
Alright, Brave Sword. There we are.
Boy, that's a big improvement, I guess.
Yeah, no, totally. Brave Sword.
So does it actually get interesting at some point? Like, here this was reverse zone, so is there, like, I don't know, screaming, flying fire dragon zone?
Well, let's see. I got some good news. Is that our mech now has a red sword, so this is where the Brave Sword comes into play.
Oh, so you buy shit that you just can't even use in your regular form.
The game's not very clear on that. I mean, for all I know, like, I could have had this regardless. You know what I mean? Like, on entering the stage. I hate the way these skulls are programmed. More than anything in the world, this is like... Of all the things in this game, that just seems like the least effort kind of thing.
And they're infinitely spawning, which is good.
Yes. So...
Oh my god, he's dropping syringes on you.
He is absolutely dropping syringes on me. I don't know why he's dropping syringes on me.
It looks like a little doctor robot.
I'm gonna warn you too, by the way, I have never finished this game.
Oh, I can't imagine why.
No, it actually gets not hard per se, just annoying. No, I mean like here, for example, if I land on these red spikes, I have to start this whole level over again, you know?
No checkpoints.
Not that I know of. There may be checkpoints. I haven't played in a while. I just played this once before. Here's a nice blind leap. Thanks for nothing game.
I hate those.
Yeah, and then there's this part.
Some more spikes stuck in a wall. I guess they thought it just looked pretty. I don't know.
I'm trying to describe... How do I describe the weird jump Nova Suit has? If you cannot change direction when you jump. If you
it's
do,
the Ghost and Goblins jump.
No, he just sort of like stops in midair.
Huh.
You know what I, like,
oh, I see. You're either going or you're not.
Yeah. And yeah, it's
Okay.
like if you commit the one way, then you can't kind of redo the other. Actually.
Oh,
kinda-
that sucks. That I could tell from here that jump sucks.
Yeah. I could really use some hearts, but the pickups in this game are like really random, and I guess I'm fighting a boss with. That is a
Is
really.
this like a monster in my pocket?
That was a really awful boss, honestly.
Oh wow! And all the way back here, yeah, I can see exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I know I can get a health up here because I've gotten it before. I don't know if the game intends for me to grind through things or what.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either, frankly.
I guess that's why they put the skulls there.
It's
like, are you low on health? Just stay here and kill skulls.
I guess, but they're not giving me anything. And I'm down
Maybe
to
you need to collect skull pelts and turn them into the Skull Master.
And you know what's really shitty, by the way? And it's
this
kind
game?
of yes, and it's kind of a sign that they really didn't test like anything, right? Is so when you die, you lose half your gold, but you get your gold in increments of 50. So the half thing doesn't look right. Plus, like, you get into these weird situations where you get to do like integer division. You know what I mean? So like,
are you talking about math?
Yeah, like I have 37 coins, and I'm about to have, I guess, what is half of that? 19? You know? Or 18, yeah, right, because they round down. Alright, so I have a number of coins that ends in like an 8, you know? Or now a 9. It's never gonna go away, because all my coins kind of come in increments of 50. It's just like, it's one of those things that, like, it's not a big deal or anything, but it doesn't fit quite right, you know? And it's just like...
Oh, I think I see what you mean. There's no situation where you will ever pay less than 10 coins for something, so that 9 is just going to always be there.
Right, until I die again, you know?
Uh-huh.
And, like... Yeah, it's just one of those things that's sort of indicative that this was not really thought through. Or, like, that jump that I'm having trouble with suddenly, you know? And, like... Yeah, or, like, you don't know about these red spikes under here. It's just really bad.
Really amateurish, yeah.
Really terrible. And this came with the system. So,
right, so if you bought a TurboGrafx and this was the pack-in, this was... your future was not looking bright.
No, yeah, this was like, hey, thanks for spending, I guess like 150, I think was the TurboGrafx. Like,
it was a full-price system. It wasn't a cheap model, was it? And
right,
the games
no.
Games were expensive too, weren't they?
Yeah, and it was NEC. It wasn't like a small company. You know what I mean? Like, which I know you might say, like, NEC, what the hell are they doing making video games? But you have to remember Sony was weird, you know what I mean? When they, well, whatever. But the point I'm getting at is it was a big company. It was absolutely like, why not compete with, you know, Nintendo and Sega and all that, you know what I mean?
So, let me ask, what does NEC do normally?
They make, like, just random consumer electronics, as far as I knew, you know what I mean? Like VCRs and shit like that. Television, stuff like that.
So it could possibly be that when they made this, they actually didn't have any idea what they're doing.
I'm sorry, say again? Oh, that they had no idea?
Yeah, well, it could be that since they are not traditionally a game company, that they just really had no idea.
Well,
like they might have seen something and said, okay, this is what video games are like. Let's make one of those.
Keep in mind, this is Hudson Soft that made this.
Oh, yeah. So NEC was just putting up the money then.
Right. No, NEC made the system, right? And they were just like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like Hudson's odd, you know. Not that they were like a wonderful game company, but they had games under their belt. You know what I mean?
Didn't they make games for the Nintendo and Super Nintendo and stuff?
Yeah, Adventure Island, I think, is the big Hudson Soft one I can think of right now.
Yeah, so what the hell happened?
This just seems like... I don't know
This seems like, okay, we were contracted to make this, let's just fucking make it and call it a day.
Yeah, it's like... because TurboGrafx didn't have the most wonderful library of games, but this is even for that system, this was like pretty.
I mean, for
bad.
this to be a pack-in,
Right, like they
Yeah.
had nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, Bloody Wolf. You know, come on. At least it like was kind of fun.
hell, put Bonk's Adventure as the pack-in. That was a good game.
Yeah, Bonk was more like the mascot, the sort of like, this is our.
Yeah, for a while, I thought that Bonk was the TurboGrafx 16 mascot.
I think he became the pack-in at some point too, right? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting kind of annoyed with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can stop.
maybe I'll give it
Don't
one
let me
try.
hold you back.
I kind of want, you know, it's funny because every TurboGrafx game I'd finished prior to this, we'd streamed, we'd actually finished, you know?
Right. I mean, there's no achievements to be gotten here, Slowbeef.
No, there aren't. Hey, look, I got max HP up, though. So, it looks like level up type of things are just random drops. And it seems like you just don't have any sort of, like, invincibility frame type of thing. It's just, you're just hit forever. You know what I mean?
Is it one of those games where if you're on top of an enemy, you could just get hit constantly?
Maybe. Oh, so wait. Okay, yeah. So I can... Alright, so I think the trick to jumping here is like that. Is that you can just kind of, like, interrupt the jump midway through. I'll save a state in case we ever want to come back to it, which I do not.
Oh, please do. I'm going to call you up one day and say, we got to finish Keith Courge in Alpha Zones. And then you'll say, who are you again?
Oh, well, here's a preview of what Zone 3 would have been, by the way, if you're curious.
That one little cloud moved through the air.
There's just lucky cats dropping, apparently.
Oh, this must be Wacky Japan Zone.
It's Fire Zone. Here's an area
You're supposed to... How are you supposed to cross that?
I don't know. Wow, this looks awful.
Yeah. It's like they didn't try.
Yeah, they really didn't give a fuck. But at least he has 84 bombs. I don't even care.